Welcome to the Trump Breaking News Network, your daily source for up-to-the-minute Trump news. Join us today and every day. Here's today's news.
This is TBNN.
We interrupt this video to bring you a special announcement. We will continue with your video after this short announcement. There is a massive boycott with YouTube and its advertisers happening right now. This boycott threatens our existence, as well as the entire YouTube channel database. You can do a search on Google to confirm this boycott. We urge you to help by supporting our channel with a $1 donation, just $1, to help offset our growing expenses. Our staff is working diligently to keep you informed and up to date on events and intel that you have grown accustomed to receiving. Our staff produce over 70 videos on a daily basis in English and in Spanish. This is a tremendous undertaking. This is why we use a computerized voice, because of the massive amount of information we provide for you. We accept PayPal donations, and our donation link is below in our description. When the boycott is over, we'll let you know. This is a serious situation for YouTube and its advertisers. If you appreciate our channel and the intel that we provide for you, then please consider this much needed $1 donation. I want to personally thank you in advance for your support. Victory of the light. And now, here is your scheduled video.
Trump will solve North Korean problem with or without China. By Andrew Kerr. President Donald Trump said on Tuesday that North Korea is looking for trouble, and that denuclearization of Kim Jong-un's regime would be achieved with or without the help of China. Trump's warning comes just days after his meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping last week at his Mar-a-Lago resort in Florida. I explained to the president of China that a trade deal with the U.S. will be far better for them if they solve the North Korean problem. Trump tweeted Tuesday morning. Report. U.S. preparing for preemptive strike to prevent North Korean nuclear detonation. Mar-a-Lago kitchen cited for 13 health violations. Kellyanne Conway gives 4 words of advice to Congressional Democrats. He followed that up with another, more ominous warning to both China and North Korea. Tensions between the U.S. and North Korea have escalated dramatically following Trump's decision to strike a Syrian airfield last week. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson said the strike served as a message to North Korea, that if you violate international norms, if you violate international agreements, if you fail to live up to commitments, if you become a threat to others, at some point a response is likely to be undertaken. And I think in terms of North Korea, we have been very clear that our objective is a denuclearized Korean peninsula, Tillerson added. In September, the secretive nation conducted its 5th nuclear test. The Wall Street Journal reported Tuesday that North Korea appears to be planning a 6th nuclear test on April 15, the anniversary of the country's founding. The Trump administration has indicated it hopes to lean on China to denuclearize the Korean peninsula. China has great influence over North Korea. And China will either decide to help us with North Korea, or they won't, Trump said in an interview to the Financial Times earlier this month. And if they do, that will be very good for China. And if they don't, it won't be good for anyone. If China is not going to solve North Korea, we will. That is all I am telling you. Trump on North Korea, the problem will be taken care of. Air Force One involved in a mid-air incident. Trump, James Comey's actions saved guilty Hillary Clinton. In a show of force to the North Korean regime, the Pentagon announced Saturday evening that the USS Carl Vinson aircraft carrier and its battle group had been dispatched to the Korean peninsula for the U.S.-South Korea war games. North Korea indicated it became even more emboldened by the move. This goes to prove that the U.S. reckless moves for invading the DPRK have reached a serious phase, said a spokesman for North Korea's foreign ministry. We will take the toughest counteraction against the provocateurs in order to defend ourselves by powerful force of arms, added the North Korean spokesman. What do you think? Scroll down to comment below. Suggest a correction. Share on Facebook.
That's the news. Join us here every day. Be sure to subscribe and click the bell. See you next time.
This is TBNN.